you can opt for, and it will grant you various skills to boost on. So it's just you listen to the training sessions, you attend the training sessions, and you do the labs, and you join the Discord channel, post your questions, post on LinkedIn, and you get the certificate, you get the all cool stuff. So it's all free. It won't take you time. And if what's the harm when you are putting on you're just attending the sessions for a month. It's when you attend the sessions for a month and then you get the certificate. So why not get this $1 billion chance and you can get something great in your resume. So I think cybersecurity is a very it's a very important skill. So you can join our cybersecurity virtual experience program. Talking about next week is something which we are planning something really nice, and we'll be having Ishan sir, Mr. Ishan Shah, and he would be guiding us. It will be an amazing session. I would want everyone to join, and it will give you all the pro tips and tricks on hacking and how to defend hacking and how you can be a cool guy actually. So yeah, uh, talking about other Linux fundamentals, you can attend Linux labs and you can gain a lot of skills like what is you can learn about a lot of commands which are important, which are basic stuff to learn hacking. So yeah, just go to the lab section of UpgradeMore and you can simply um, attend those Linux labs. So yeah.
Hi.
Uh, yes.
Sorry for the
So
delay.
yeah. So we would all like to welcome Mr. Vishal Mohan sir. So Vishal Mohan sir is one of the top CTF players. He's in one of the top five CTF teams in India, which is itself a very big thing. And he has amazing experience. He has amazing concepts, and you can learn a lot of him. So welcome, Vishal sir.
Thank you, Tushar.
Yeah. So, would you like to give us a little bit light on how can a newbie, or if someone wants to proceed to cybersecurity career, what should uh, he or she do?
So the cybersecurity, like it's all about the interest. So the people who switch to cybersecurity, it's all about their interest. So thing is, initially they people used to start with networking, so which is a basic fundamental core thing which everyone should know. So the networking is a basic
Right,
thing. So personally suggest the CCNA level of course is better. So I don't want to, I'm not suggesting to take the certificate, but the course level of knowledge is better. Then when you done with the networking course, then you have to switch to some basic level programming. So Python is better, so when you go with Python, which is easy to grab, and you can make simple tools which you can get some better idea. So how it works and everything like architecture, how everything it will be, when you look at some other programming language, it will be little bit familiar for you when you have a hands-on with the Python.
right,
So then
right,
later on, you are based on your interest. So as I told you, cybersecurity is a huge, it's kind of ocean. So there is no specific
right,
domain here. So no, there is a domain like offensive, defensive. So it depends. Like if you want to go through offensive, then you have to look on the red teaming stuff. If you have an interest on defensive, then you have to go to blue teaming stuff. So it completely depends of the people.
correct. So, I had a question in my mind. If someone is learning programming, so the normal people which do, if I was a fresher in this programming thing, I would opt for Python. So, if someone wants to learn the basic of Python, they will simply learn if else arrays. And how does this relate with hacking? So, is there anything different between those courses and hacking with Python? So,
No. Thing is, so initially, why people used to take Python in says to automate the stuff. So, for example, if
Correct.
you go for an application testing, some kind of thing, where we can't expect at every location, every client side, there will be an tools. The software. There are multiple tools like paid versions like Nessus, Acquinetics. We can't expect everything in the client location. So, in that cases, we have to write a quick script to automate the testing. So in these
Correct.
cases, it helps you to learn the Python. So when there is nothing to do in the client location, so you can create your own tool within 1 to 2 hours if you spend your time, valuable time writing the script. So it helps you however in the future. So you can use the same script even to the next client.
Okay, so basically you use Python for scripting and automations.
Yeah, automation. Yeah, obviously. We used to create a tools and for automation instead of doing a manual stuff. If it takes much more time and if the tool is not available in the client location, so basically every client location have some limitations. They won't allow you to take all the tools or all the stuff. So there will be some
Right.
limitation. So because of this limitation, so obviously you have an Python installed in your laptop or in the client machine. So you can you can make a script and you can run the script. That will be easy go.
Right. Okay. We have a few questions which have been asked from various students. So the first question is, can we perform same steps for all the boxes to exploit?
No, the thing is, each services on each ports are different, kind of vulnerabilities. So we can't expect same vulnerabilities will be in every application, every service. We have to enumerate. So that's why like, we have to enumerate. So what kind of service is currently running on the machine, and we have to check and whether there is any vulnerabilities available for that machine. If it is, then we can now try based on that vulnerability which is available in Google or if it is in Metasploit. And sometimes it will be in the GitHub post or repository. Sometimes it will mean exploit DB also. So you have to enumerate. So which service is currently running, whether it has any vulnerability or not.
This is a very basic question. There are two questions. How to begin with CTF and where to practice CTF for beginners? First, can you explain what is a CTF for the
So
new person? Yeah.
yeah, sure. So CTF as the name defines, capture the flag. So for example, before I am just entering to the what is CTF, I will tell you what are the category in CTF. So CTF has two categories, like jeopardy and attack and defense. So
Mm.
what Jeopardy means, like it has multiple categories. So for example, it has forensic, OSNT, reverse engineering, web attacks, and like binary exploitation. These are the categories in Jeopardy. And attack and defense is completely different, where you own some
Right.
server and you have to protect the server and you have to attack other servers also. So this is something different. So there are two different kind of CTFs. So first, how to initiate the CTF? So you have to think on which category you are interested in. So if you go for geometry, what kind of category you are interested in? So everyone, yeah, if you get experience, you can be experienced in all the categories in future. But when initially, if you start, you have to choose which category, like web exploits or binary development exploitations, reverse engineering, or OSNT. So it depends upon the interest which you show at the initial stage. So after that, when you choose a particular categories, then you have to make, used to try, search for write-ups, blogs, and with the help of that, you can, improve yourself. For example, for the people who are entering into the CTF as a beginner, so there's a portal called Pico CTF. So every year the PICO will conduct an CTFs, and those CTFs will be available in their portal. You can practice on that. So there'll be all the categories will be available. For example, I think from 2017 still all the CTFs are available in their portal. So you can go on try to practice in their CTF portal. So it will be helpful
And
for
this
you.
is all free or no registration
It's
charges?
completely free. But in some cases there'll be some registration. It will be like 1980 percentage, everything will be free. Only the 2% kind of stuff will be in a registration fees is necessary. But maximum it will be maximum time it will be in free registration.
Okay. So, we have another question. Where to find the vulnerable machines to practice, and how can practicing on vulnerable machines will help?
So Currently, we have three, top-notch portals for to practice this vulnerable machines. For example, if you go for free and multiple write-ups is available, then you can go with Vulnhub. So Vulnhub, as it's a bunch of tons of vulnerable machines. Maximum it will be Linux and few Windows machines also available. And then you can go with Hack the Box. So in Hack the Box, you won't get any write-up. If it is a machine is currently live, it is running, then you won't get any write-ups. So you have to try it on your own. But if there is an VIP, subscription, if you buy the VIP subscription, there will be retired machines. So every week new machines will be added, and the existing machine will be retired. So retired machine have some write-ups, so you can based on that you can practice, and you can improve yourself that attacking vectors. And the one more question you asked, like how it will help you in real time, right?
Help, yeah.
Yeah. For example, so it is similar. So I will tell you the scenario. For example, you have practiced some machines in the vulnerable hacker box, which runs on Tomcat some 5.8 version, something like that. And you are doing some pen testing in the your client side, and the client also using same Tomcat version and same Apache server, everything. And you have a similar idea. You have idea. So previously we have done the exploit for this server, and we have know what to do right now. So you don't need to think about what to do. You can just directly go on. You can go for the steps and you can exploit. So likewise, it will be helpful for you when you face a real time scenarios in the client side for pen testing.
So basically, we get something which we can. It's like we practice on some vulnerable versions and then implement in
Yeah,
other.
but we can't expect the same will be deployed in the client.
Yeah,
Maybe,
there might be. Okay,
yeah, there will be some
so
audit will be implemented. Every security audit will be gone for every year. But still, if they're proper yeah, of course, there will be a human error, right? If you're not properly maintained, so then you can exploit that. When you do the pen testing, then you can try. Obviously, you can exploit
okay, so this is one question. Linux or Windows?
Linux or Windows. So
Yeah,
again,
according to you.
if it is user friendly for every people who are in the cybersecurity, user friendly will be in Linux. So you can it will even if you have any dependencies, it's just like that. apt get install tpkg minus I, you can install their packages. If any dependencies you can find, you can Google it and you can install it. Unless like in Windows, of course, Windows is a GUI based version, but still, it will not be comfortable when you go with Windows. But Linux is always a preferable one.
Okay, so there is one more question. Can you tell us more about social engineering toolkit?
Okay, so obviously, as I told earlier, last session, so everyone will be
Yeah.
aware about the social engineering toolkit because of that phishing. So phishing
Yes.
is maximum used in the social engineering toolkit, but there's lot more stuffs in the ACT toolkit. If you think like there's a spear phishing attacks. Usually in the red teaming purpose they use spear phishing, which can also be done in the ACT toolkit. And you can do some wireless attacks can also be performed for cracking WPA2 stuffs. And you can also do mass mailing. So instead of sending a single mail to the target, you can also do multiple mails to the multiple targets. So those kind of stuff, and also yeah, some some basic website attacks you can be performing the ACT toolkit.
Okay. So, any tool similar to social engineering toolkit?
Yeah, you can go for Sherlock. There's a tool, you can go for Sherlock. And I also recently came to know about some tool which is used to grab all the information from the Instagram details. It is specific for Instagram, but I'm not sure about the tool name. Maybe like I will post it on the Discord after this session. I'll find it out. So that is the tool which will grab every
So
information
basically, that
about
tool will extract all the details.
exactly. It will extract all the details about the target, which is only about Instagram. So it gets all the details from the Instagram. It grabs all the information. So like you can
Hmm.
also choose Sherlock. So Sherlock is also one of the good tool. You can perform for enumeration purpose.
So just Sherlock, you just type the name for the viewers. Sherlock is something which you can, which is very easy to use. You just use Sherlock, and then it will list all that if that account exists in Twitter and if that account exists in LinkedIn, and you get a lot of details about that person. So
And
yeah,
one of the
and
great feature of the Sherlock is it used to search the stuff from the 300 social media websites.
right.
That's a great stuff from the Sherlock tool.
Okay, so can we totally depend on Metasploit for exploitation or any other?
So the you can see the Metasploit is completely an automation tool, you know, so it will do everything by automation. You won't have any, you know, manual how it is working. So what's the background stuff is going on when you the exploitation works. So if it is good if you master the Metasploit, it is really good. You can you know, you can just like that you can go and you can find the vulnerability in the database, and you can exploit it. You can get the shell, but still if you want to be good in the cybersecurity and you have to sustain a long time, you have to know how the manual exploitation it works. So for that, you have to do, you know, you have to do some manual exploitations. You have to learn how it works, how the background process is running. It helps you in the future.
So you should know if you're using Metasploit, you should know that what's happening in the behind the scenes.
Yes, if
Okay.
you use a Metasploit, you will not be aware about what is happening in the background. So that's a manual exploitation. Manual stuff is always, preferred one.
So yeah, there's another question. Do you know about Sherlock Osint too?
Yeah.
And can you tell us what are the other things which can be done with that?
So maximum we used to do like, you know, grabs the information about the user. So as you told it earlier, na, so it used to
Right.
grab some username. So it's a very simple tool to use. No, as I told you earlier, it used to search 300 social media accounts. So I mean social media websites. So if you go and if you search any similar username in the, if you give us an input in the tool, it try to grab the this username from wherever in the social media accounts which has a similar username. It grabs every information. So what are the
How does
information
it?
available?
How does Sherlock do that? Does it search in all the
Search
databases of
engine.
the world,
It's
or
all about the search engine. It's all about the search engine. So obviously, for example, I can tell you the tool like Harvest, the Harvest. So it is a good tool for, you know, finding the mail address for the particular target, for a particular company or organization, we can say. So how does it works? It works, you know, based on the search engines like Bing, Google. So Shodan. So it try to grab information from this tool if any information available in these search engines. So like the same similar kind of stuff is they implement in Sherlock. So wherever this 300 social media websites will be wherever it is hosted and it will be reachable, you try to grab the information from these search engines.
right? Okay, so for the viewers, if you have any questions, please post in the YouTube live chat. And yes, let's move on to the next question. Um, can you tell us about ways in which we can get out less info even if OSINT is performed on us? So if someone is attacking us using OSINT, so how can we how to defend this actually?
Okay. So basically, I prefer everyone to not use social media because I don't have any social media for past 3 years. I have deleted my account. It's been like 3 years. I don't have any social media account. But still, so how you can be secured even if you use social media? So you should be, and your profile should be very low. For example, if you go at some place, visit some place, you should not, people usually upload their Google Map stuff. So I have reached to particular location. So they used to update everything. They used to update the status. I am in this restaurant, I am at that hotel, and just now I visit this airport. So these are the up to date status. So you should always, you should be avoiding this stuff, and also, try to not post multiple images. So multiple images, so with the help of images also, you can, we can figure it out where you are, and with the help of the background image, you can figure out so at what location this image was taken. So you always should be secure in all the ways. You should not post anything sensitive informations in the social media accounts. That helps you in securing your profile as well as your details.
Okay, so this is a nice question. If someone uses OSINT tool and that person is wanting to get out information of a celebrity,
Okay.
so using OSINT tool, can we take out the email of the celebrity and some hello?
Yeah. I'm here. So actually, some network issue, I think. So can you repeat the question?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so if someone is using OSINT tool and someone wants to get information of a celebrity,
Hmm.
so they must be a lot active in the social media. So can we extract the mail and can we extract all the details about a celebrity in using OSINT, or is there some way that they can prevent this?
So I'll give you, more than mail ID, I can give you more, a lot more details. So like right now, so if you Google it, if you go for Google Images, if you search for Aishwarya Rai passport, na,
Yeah.
you will get the, recent passport, recent passport. You can see what was the expiry date, when she renewed, and her surname or address, everything will be revealed. Even you can get the Shah Rukh Khan's 10th mark sheet it will be in Google. You can get it right away. If you go on, you can check where the Shah Rukh Khan studied in his 10th class and what was his mark. Everything will be there. So everything will be there. So it is not like only for mail ID. It is more than the mail ID. You can get more details more
So
than that.
so can we extract mobile numbers and someone can prank call any celebrity? Uh,
I don't think so. We can prank all the stuff because, however, you will be, if it has been,
yeah,
obviously it is not legal. So it may end up, unexpected stuff. But still,
yeah.
I have done some OSNT, and I got many, not a celebrity, even politicians' number, personal number. I have got. I've taken some politician personal number. So, but you can't prank them because, however, you will be end up in unexpected way.
Yes, but it is possible.
Yeah, obviously it is possible.
Okay. So yeah, so there are two more questions. So do you know about wishing and smishing? So can you explain it?
Yeah. So this phishing and smishing, which is also comes under social engineering. Obviously, it is a part of red teaming purpose. Okay.
Yeah.
So it depends upon the target. For example, if your target is about the client and you used to call the client, it's about wishing. So I'm talking about now the target about wishing, and the client has some. We need to gather some information. We used to call the particular client. We used to gather some information as if we are working the same employee for the company. We are getting some details. Or if it is not a organization kind of stuff, so for example you are the target, so I try to call you and I will get some, oh, see, you got some this offer. If you share me your OTP, I can share you some bunch, bunch amount of amount to your bank account. So these kind of illegal fraud and works in the wishing. So mostly that old age people gets caught in these issues. They used to get call from the frauders, and they used to get the OTP, and all the transaction will be done. The same similar kind of phishing, which you can relate to phishing attack. So they send some text to the mobile, and if the text contains any phishing link, once the phishing, that link is hyperlink is clicked, it will go to a website, and if they enter details, all the stuff, it will be something similar to the phishing attack.
Okay. So is there any alternative tool for Nmap?
Yeah, so you can use Zenmap and Angry Scanner, Hinge, and no, yeah, a lot more tools. Like you can, these are the best tools. Like if for alternative for Nmap, you can go for Zenmap. So it's always, the next initial should to do the Nmap is Zenmap.
Okay. So yeah, that will be the end of the today's Q&A session. So you would give us a light on how did you step into cybersecurity career? So just
Yeah. So initially, so I am not aware about the cybersecurity when I completed my BE in 2016. So I was not aware about this, and there's an field called cybersecurity. So initially, I started my career as a developer. I used to it was a game development company, so Android game development. So then afterwards, then after I had some knowledge, no, every company I used to work only for a single year, so I don't used to work. So once I gather some information and knowledge from the company, then that's it. I used to switch to next company. So likewise, I try to then I switched to tech support. Then I have learned some, hands-on, from the scratch about the computers, laptops, and the printers, everything from the scratch. Then I had done my, then I have to upgrade myself. So I try to do some CCNA courses. So CCNA and CCNP. So I had, some, I'll gather. So I didn't do certificate, but I did some courses. So it helps me now know how to, how network works, how a router communicates, how switch works. So this helps me a lot. So during the time I got an offer for network security, which like in firewall and WAF, SM, administrator. So this networking role helps me a lot in the security, in the network security. So I also got a hands-on with the firewall, how firewall blocks the attacks, how this kind of similar, as I told you earlier, there is two roles in cybersecurity, defense and offense. So when you go for defense, it's kind of you are just blocking the attacks, no incident response, this kind of stuff. So initially I joined in the kind of defense role. I had an hands-on with firewall, WAF, and SIM. It helps me a lot. Like then I came to know, no, there's a field called offense, no offensive security. So then I try, I spend my time on learning the web attacks, mobile application, full and full on of application security attacks. So then same, I given the interview, then I just enter into the information security as an application security tech lead. Hello.
So yeah, yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that would be the end of today's podcast session. Thank you, Vishal sir. Would you give a little bit more information on the UpgradeMore community? And yeah,
Ye- Sure. So actually, as I love to be, it's my pleasure to be part of this, upgrade mode community. As it's they are performing every week. They are, it's really appreciable, things which you people are doing. So I believe that I can give much more, more sessions and upcoming months, in future. So. Yeah, it's my pleasure to be part of this team, and the contribution towards this team is much appreciable. Thank you for providing this opportunity
yeah,
to.
thank you, sir. Thank you for a wonderful session, and thank you everyone for staying with us so long. So yeah, and if you want to grab the skills and grab more knowledge about technologies, you can join Upgrade More's Discord server. And if you have any questions, just post those questions into the Discord live chat section where you can answer all the questions. And um, Upgrade More is a community which is right now conducting labs and various other informative events. So yeah, join the DBMS lab. The link will be in the description. And thank you guys for staying, for holding on. And yeah, it was a lengthy session. And yeah, learn more and upgrade more, guys.